Hey everybody, I'm Mike with 6x6world.com. I recently replaced the chains in my Max 2. I've driven it a couple of hours to get that initial stretch, and now I'm ready to take the slack out of it. While I tighten the chains, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to shoot a short video just to show how to tighten them in a Max 2. So let's get started.
After getting all of the tires off the ground, the first thing I'm going to do is adjust the front chain. You can see how much play it has in it. This is from running a new chain for a couple of hours. It's the initial stretch in the chain. As you can see, the chain hits the bottom of the tub. So what I'm going to do is show you how simple these front and rear adjusters are to use. You just grab them, push down, and they will slide down and lock into the next position. Ideally, you want about 1/4 inch total deflection of the chain, but with these adjusters, they have set positions. So as long as it isn't too loose or too tight, you'll be fine. In order to adjust the jack shaft, there are 8 nuts on each side. 4 inside of here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that hold the jack shaft in position. So first you will have to loosen these. Then you will use these 4 smaller nuts, 1, 2, 3, 4, to adjust the jack shaft itself. And the key is to have the jack shaft parallel with the frame so that everything runs true and that the sprockets are in line with the sprockets below and on the T20. As you can see, there's some play in the jack shaft, and that's fine, but you can see how much slack is in the chain, and that's what we have to get rid of. So let's start by loosening the inner 4 nuts. You do not want to remove these nuts and carriage bolts, but you do want to get them loose enough to allow the jack shaft to slide easily. These wrenches with pivoting heads really make it simple to get to the inside nuts. So now we will start with these 2 upper nuts. As you tighten them, they pull the jack shaft up, and that's what tightens the chain that goes to the lower sprocket on the middle axle. And this chain has a lot of play in it. What you want to make sure you do, though, is tighten each nut equal turns. This will help keep the jack shaft level as long as it was set properly to begin with. If the jack shaft does not appear to be level, measure both ends and adjust the nuts accordingly so that it is level. Since these chains have so much slack, I'm going to go a full turn on each nut, a 1/4 turn at a time. Now I'm going to move to the front 2 nuts. These front 2 pull the jack shaft forward or let it go backwards and allow you to adjust the tension of the chain on the T20. Again, this chain is really loose, so I'm going to go 1 full turn again, a 1/4 turn at a time. Then I will check the tension. That is still a little too loose, so I'm going to go another 1/4 turn on each. That is pretty good. With such a short chain, it shouldn't have much slack at all. Now that the jack shaft is adjusted for the proper chain tension, all that you have to do is go back and tighten the 4 nuts that hold the jack shaft in place. I try to just snug them down evenly first, and then I go back and tighten them all the way. That's it. Just repeat the procedure on all the other adjusters and the other jack shaft, and you'll have the correct tension on your chains. If you have run out of adjustment in your tensioners, or you are close to running out, you will want to consider purchasing some new chain. Do not add a half link or shorten the chain, as this will eventually damage your sprockets, and then you will be replacing sprockets and chain. To help maintain your chains and prolong their life, properly lubricate them on a regular basis with chain lube. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on the forums at 6x6world.com. See you on the trails.